Hello, I am Pablo Ral and welcome to Global SKIMO YouTube channel. Today, as you see, the day is with the fog rolled in. But well, today I come to talk about how to extend the life of our mountain skiing gear in the way of how to store everything to do after finishing the workout so that all the material lasts longer. I don't see anything anymore. Okay. I'm here laying skins down and taking the chance that it has happened. This is... I've sunk up to my knees on one foot to tell you that in the video I left up here where I explained how to change the skins, or comment that you've already equipped both here. But in situations like this, where there's a lot of snow, it's better not to take both off, because if I've only slipped one, imagine if I took the other off too. And now I can push myself up and stand on this foot. Otherwise I'd be stuck. So when there is deep snow, it's better to remove one ski, attach the skin, as you see I'm doing now, and then put on that ski. And now that I'm leaning here, I can take off the ski. And you keep the weight here then directly, without the support. If you support me on this foot, look up to the knee, then you support well on this foot. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna get home. And the first thing, skis and poles. Well, I usually leave them in the shower. If you have a storage room or whatever, don't store the skis with the ski trap just filled. You have to take it off. Because otherwise, the edges might rust since they were still wet. So it's removed from the tape and they're kept apart that they can drain all the water well. And important detail, the binding, it's not stored open but closed. Perfect. You press and close because of these springs. So it's not under tension. The other way, the spring is under tension and it loosens. So I'll weight the binding like this. And that's it. So it's important to always keep the binding always closed to extend its life. And the skis were already separated. Let them drain in the shower. The poles are really tough, so you don't have to do anything to them. The only thing is not to fall on them and not break them. So that's it. Next thing, the boots. I look for a radiator, and what I do is take off the liner of the boots. I can move the liner closer to the radiator and the boot. I move it slightly away because of the carbon issue, so it doesn't get too hot. And the boot is important. If it's a hook type, leave the hooks closed, not too tight, but closed. And this one has the BOA. Well, I leave the BOA closed. The same, but not tightened all the way. Just closed enough so the boot keeps its shape. And in this case, the strings, what I do is leave it closed, but without locking the cuff. Just like that is perfect. And I didn't block the boot because in this case, since there are no springs or anything, when the boot is locked, the only thing that happens is the rope tightens. And after spending so much time tense, it eventually loses tension and would need to be retightened and such. So it's best to store it just like this. And with the other boot, just the same. And now that we've taken care of the boots and the skis, the next thing is, in the backpack, what we're mainly concerned about are the skins. I've used 2 pairs of skins, so what I do is fully open since the glue is wet, and also on the other side on a clothesline, or what I have used on the closet door. Hangs it with the glue like this, and I leave them hanging, drying for between half and 1 hour, depending on how much water they have. But you can't just leave them like that all day, because the glue would end up drying out and spoiling. So the key is this: about an hour or so with the glue open, and then what I do is fold it again and I let them dry, the hair out, but without exposing the glue to the air. And this applies to both touring and racing skins, so to the drying rack or there. Okay, half an hour has passed, the glue is dry, could now just fold it. If you have hiking skins, which usually use a more delicate adhesive, you can store them with the plastic. And then I leave it in the same place to finish drying, and then I put it back in the backpack so I don't forget them for the next day. It's important that the skins don't store it in a place that's too warm, because then the glue will clump together and form lumps. And also the thing about putting the skins on the skis at home, it's not very recommendable because believe it or not, at home we have temperatures around 20 degrees or so, so the glue is a bit softer. So if we put it on at home, the skin, to the ski, you can apply a bit of glue to the sole, and that's of no interest to us. So what I do is always put on the skins right when I'm on the snow just before starting. I recommend doing this so the glue lasts longer. I do this after every workout, and my skin lasts until all the hair falls off, but I don't have to stop using any piece because of glue. Well, now let's head to the bathroom. The ski should be dry. Let's see, light. And indeed the skis are already dry, so now it's just about attaching the ski trap, putting them together and store them for the next day. There's not much else to do. I'll tell you about it. I'll make some videos about fixing the gear, waxing the edges, all that topic, but okay, in today's video I don't want to get into all that. And finally, the boots. All I did was put the liner in once they were dry, and that's it. The straps, hooks, and everything would be the same. So leave me a like if you enjoyed this video, if it was useful to you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. See you soon. Goodbye.